Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Quick look again at Solana, double checking some important factors here. This is awesome. In fact, instead of being range bound, I'm stuck in that range of 59 to 60,000 for Bitcoin, which we were anticipating for a little while. We can see here that Solana has recovered quite nicely. In fact, it's broken its descending trend, taken off quite nice, and we've actually made a solid amount of profit off this. Take a look at this here. Chainlink 18%, there we go. 15% Solana in 15 hours. XRP, ETH, there we go, Solana 23%, Solana 8, Solana 6. So basically been scalping Solana like crazy. And again, we also took a good, nice long position there for Bitcoin, 30% from 59,000 as a nice average price there for long. And then previously a short from what, 67,000 down to 59,000. It's 68% there. So again, congrats to our community members for that. Thanks again for your patience. I'm glad you appreciate the new calibration of the signals there. We're making sure just to constantly stay on top of things and help make sure it's a good experience for you too. And as the market adjusts, you have to adjust with it, right? So we talked about this yesterday being kind of a far shot away, but it's very relevant now. Take a look at this here. Good old about somewhere in range of about almost 3/4 to approximately $1 billion worth of liquidation there at that, what is it, $137 mark. 137 has been a notorious resistance level for us, okay? So now that level's been swept, we can see it retested as a support level. Strong consideration for that being the new low, okay? Take a look here, of course, the monthly, we can see that area of 137 was swept. And then, of course, there is a little bit of liquidation, somewhere in the range of about 700 million, roughly at about $142 to 149. Sorry, 142 to 143. Okay, so 142 to 143 is not too far away, right? This is guy right here. So solid consideration for the price continuing a little bit further before it pulls back. Okay? So just kind of throwing it out there. Or if it does pull back, that would be the next potential pivot point and or retracement area. So let's take a look at the daily time frame, work our way down, kind of see what's going on. It's important to recognize some factors here because there's by no stretch are we like truly bullish on this coin, right? We're just holding this 200-day SMA. So far, so good. Now we closed below that yesterday and the day before, so generally not favorable, but being back up above it's a good sign. You got to keep in mind that doesn't mean that we're all good, ready, set, rock and roll, just take a long position, call it good. Okay, but it does imply that we've held that level fairly well, and that's a decent consideration here. We also have this X on the chart, by the way. That was confirming factor for a potential long position breaking this descending trend line. We've since done that. Ideally, the price action pulls back a little bit to the 137, and we could possibly take a long from there. At this point, though, when we take a look at everything else, we're below 50 on the RSI, so not broken bullish yet, but money flow index increasing, stochastic swinging up, and MACD is also converging. These are very, very good signs overall from a momentous standpoint. Okay? We're also breaking free from the last, 5 days worth of price action at that 135 to 137 resistance. We are breaking into this previous support level, turned resistance level, so keep in mind, this upper range of about 145, 144 will pose a problem because once again, that is that point of control, that heavy concentration of volume. So I'm speculating the price is probably going to run to that 144, 145 range, potentially retrace from there, or it may blast through if we have a strong amount of liquidation at that time. We're not there yet, still a little premature, but that is definitely a relevant factor, okay? So again, the two important areas to pay attention to is this liquidation level, once again, at roughly 143, and then of course upwards of 144, 145 for that upper level, that point of control. Okay. So it makes sense for the price to reject between 143 and 145. Having said all that, 4-hour time frame is looking pretty solid, folks. We're over 50 in the RSI. Money flow index is very high. We're seeing a lot of money flowing into this coin. Look at this interest. A lot of interest in this coin now that we've hit that tentative bottom at 122. MACD is converging. Taking a look at the hourly, we can recognize too as well we are well above the cloud, and there's no consideration to take a short right now. When these three things are free and clear, in other words, lagging span's free, price action here, conversion lines above the baseline rather, and then of course we're above the cloud, strong consideration for the price action to move further up. We can see 134 is the most recent relevant point of control. And that tells us a lot. It lets us know that that's going to be a support level, especially with that being the upper lead on the cloud. So if the price pulls back at all, 135, 137, two good solid areas of entry. And the profit targets, by the way, folks, just to reiterate, 143 to 145. Okay. So those are the areas you want to pay attention to. So let me just quickly highlight it. That's the take profit area, and this is the entry consideration. Okay. Enter in here, sell here. Or if the price comes up there right now, you sell here and and take profit here. Okay. Again, just this is a rough sketch, obviously just kind of a loose loose numbers, but they're going to be fairly accurate. You're going to see here in the near future, because again, they're liquidation levels, strong support levels based on volume. And those are all things that need to be understood, need to be looked at. So that's kind of where we're at there. I'll go ahead and post a new updated playout chart on our Twitter, Telegram, Discord. Keep in mind, I do have TikTok and YouTube Shorts now. And last but not least, make sure you take advantage of this exclusive offer from Bitunix. We only got 5 days left in the month to take advantage. Use my link to register. Get some nice deposit rewards. Awesome stuff. No KYC or VPN, folks. These guys have been amazing to our community for the last 10, 11 months straight. So thank you, Bitunix, for just an awesome opportunity for our members. And thank you to my members for the awesome feedback on our recent trade signals for a nice Bitcoin long. It's just all is very well. And again, we recover, folks. That's all there is to it. We can have bad months. We can have bad weeks. That's normal. The key is to be consistent outside of that. And our success rate is pretty high if you look at the last 12 months. Yeah. Thanks again so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of the day. We'll see you again soon.